The biggest story of the previous offseason. In fact, I would say it is the biggest story of the previous offseason. Kevin Durant and his decision about whether or not to leave Oklahoma City. But here we are, more than a year later, and the dust has settled. Do you guys think it was the right move, Kenny?
Well, it seems clear now that he just wasn't on the same page as OKC, but I don't know if it was the best move because, I mean, Ernie, they were in the conference finals. But he's going to the team that was in the NBA Finals. So if you're looking at winning, good move for him.
Kenny, leave him alone. It's hard to fault KD for giving himself the best chance to win. Yeah, he took a lot of flack for leaving OKC, but so what? All I do is win, 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 no matter what, baby.
Hey,
good move, KD.
And leave Kenny alone. And now let's take it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off. Thanks for joining us.
Why are you always sticking up for Kenny and not me?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. Welcome to the American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat, and a great venue for basketball. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, when Kevin Durant came into the NBA, he fudged a little about his height. He told the team staffer to list him at 6'9". He said, "I thought it was cool to say that I'm a 6'9" small forward. That's the prototypical size for a small forward." Of course, guys, he was selling himself short. He confessed that he was recorded at 6'10 3/4 with no shoes. So with his shoes on, he's 7 feet tall. Kevin?
And KD is certainly a rarity, DA. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against. Some good bigs, some good forwards going head-to-head tonight. Brent, in your opinion, which teams have the best front court units right now in the NBA?
Kevin, the only one that really comes to mind right now as an established front court to me that starts and plays the bulk of the minutes is DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin in Los Angeles. Those two guys continuing to grow, learning through some losses, but more winning in recent years. It's a pretty dynamic combination, although I would tell you, Philly's got something brewing, don't you think?
There's no doubt, and Embiid is at the very beginning of that conversation. They've got some length. They've got very unique bigs. It's an interesting group to watch develop.
We could also throw in possibly Gorgie Jang and Karl Anthony Towns. Might as well include those young guys as well.
Well, anything with Towns in it, I think, has got to be part of the conversation. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Pachulia in at center, locking down the middle. James Johnson, the journeyman forward, the kind of player that can eat up minutes at either forward position, Brent, and just do whatever he has to do to contribute to the team on offense.
Again, one of the guys who last year benefited from an incredible run from the teammates around him, and his skills were on full display. At his size, puts the ball down, shoots the 3, goes in and will dunk on somebody. Played with incredible aggressive mindset last year and became a candidate for one of the league's most improved players.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Dragic. Great D that time from Curry.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pachulia. Rebound by the Heat. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Pass to Whiteside. Three-pointer. They get it again. A second chance effort. That's short off the rim.
I'm not sure if it's a bad start or unlucky here. 0 for 4. Can't think too much about it. Just got to get that first one to go.
Count it. Thompson's got 5.
That's Klay Thompson's strength on display. His ability to fire off the catch-and-shoot J. So dangerous.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Winslow dishes to Dragic. Winslow, the pass to Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Winslow's shot is off.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Curry kicks to Green. To the paint. There's Winslow. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Well, the defense certainly wasn't bad, but wasn't good enough to stop Justice Winslow there.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Durant. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Oh, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans knew, Brent, that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kev.
He is. Both good from the line that time. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Here is Durant. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Green, the screen. Durant against Winslow. That doesn't go either for Durant. The Heat trail by 3. Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And a cued in Hassan Whiteside on that play. Great at playing within the offense and then spotting the open man.
Now here's Durant. Green. And the Warriors miss again. Curry against Dragic. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Olynyk, he's checked in for Miami. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Golden State. Here is Durant. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. And some changes here for the Heat. White, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. Josh Richardson comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And Golden State also making a change. David West, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Thompson. He's got 5. Poked away. 9 feet out. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Well, rising up on the J. Richardson, good timing on the pull-up that time.
The Warriors trailing. On the wing, Thompson. 3-pointer. Rebound by Olynyk.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Releases. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Now Curry. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Here's Curry, and it's good for 2. Curry's got his first basket.
Smart play by Steph there, wriggling into the defense and finding a way to bury the shot inside.
Johnson against Curry. Johnson kicks to Olynyk. Inside. Here's Richardson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him.
A little over aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. And Ellington is subbed in for Richardson. Golden State also making some changes. Young's checked in for Green. Patrick McCaw comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
That one is off. And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
Now here's Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Olynyk can't hit. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's West, and the dunk by West.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
.15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Adebayo, using his post move to get the 2 points.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Warriors have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so Young nails them both.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.